Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to something for 2013, first video to kick it off. Think of what game it could be if it's licensed by Nintendo, Capcom, and Cryoware. Think about it. I think that gives it away, doesn't it? Let's watch by Ready Town. Ready Town. Ladies and gentlemen, a brand new Let's Play which is going to be fully blind, Ōkami. I hope you like that. I got this for Christmas this year, and I hope you like it. Ōkami, yeah. So, yeah, like the start of the first Let's Play I did, I'm going to have to shut the door quickly. Drawing. Story of Hidden Kamiki. No, Kamiya. Drawings. Amazing drawings. They're pretty good. For this person. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of orgy, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as the sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on the necks, the size of the tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. Yet again, I apologize if the camera's off. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of orgy. That whirring sound is the game loading in the thing. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Time came. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Damn it! Determined to put an end to orgy once and for all. Nagi travelled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. And it's completely blind, just remember. The moon cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the beast. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 flashing necks. I did miss that last bit of dialogue, sorry. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. Oh no. There's lightning head in the back there. One of them. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. In the darkness it be. But ha! Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. Foreshadowing, I guess. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Trees. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. What? Light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. This might be a long episode, guys. As per usual, it's going to be 20 minutes long or so. Guided by his sword, Nagi, when he had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Just a note, guys, this game is like a 12. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, and closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Chitty blossoms. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. What happened so quickly? Oh man, it's beautiful. Is this a legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Wimp! No, but I'm not making fun of this game. It's just that, yeah, most people might think that when playing this game for the first time. But yeah. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Weird, isn't it? I have no idea. This is completely improvised. It's the first time actually running the game for me. I haven't played it at all. It's truthful facts and factful truth. And I don't know. So what you see here is basically damage unto the world. Oh, no, the trees. Trees are so beautiful. Oh, and the sun is gone out. Weird. Now loading. Paw prints. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here the real story begins. Shiranui statue. A boulder hit it in the face. Or does it? It is Shakuya, as referenced later. What's right, Sakuya? How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. And the statue is alive again, but is not known as Shiranui, Ōkami Amaterasu, which is basically the sun god. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful of you to see. How delightful to see that the Saviour, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Pardon me. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Whatever. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been this drastic. Whatever. I didn't read that, than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho ho. Oh he he he. Explain! Please. Phew, what on earth? You again? Are you nuts? Well, every little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isoon. Wandering artist Isoon. Repetition. I'll show you how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Pfft. That's pretty good. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Nom. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be converted in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isoon. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Blong. We now return to Minecraft. No. What's that growling sound? And why is it dark all of it anyway? Oh great god of Matarasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. A spirit lies encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome powers can restore life to the world. That tree's returned to normal, huh? That Sakia's girl should said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, though, too. A lot can happen while you're... Yeah, I can't read for poop. Okay, first actual gameplay. Now I'm actually playing the game. Where are we? We got off quite all of a sudden. I don't remember if I said this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the control pad to look around. Two buttons changes point of view. Well, you're really helpless. I see. I prefer this look. Okay. Hold on, that's an orgy mirror that a regular members restored. It's like saving. Oh god. I'm learning. Okay, saving, checking Wii memory. Sadly, because it's 18 minutes already, you're just gonna watch me chase my tail. And I'm gonna have to end it off here. Because it is very, very late into the videos. Oh, I'm digging. What? Okay. Now, I'll see you guys in the next episode. As I bark. With more Ōkami. Which hopefully will go better to plan. See you guys then. With a lot more gameplay.